pardon, Priestess, but you've been staring out across Ashenvale for hours.
I sense something dark stirring within the forest, Chandris. It feels as if it's heading this way.
The greenskins who killed Cenarius?
Perhaps. Perhaps something more.
Put your backs into it. Jaina and the Orc War Chief expect this base to be built swiftly.
Ah, we shouldn't even be here. Or siding with the Orcs.
We're here to hunt the remaining demons, human. You're lucky our goals are the same.
All right, you men. Mind your business. Back to work.
So, these orcs and humans presume to run rampant through our lands? They will regret ever stepping foot into Ashenvale. We will establish a base and deal with these outlanders as they deserve. The goddess calls. The Tree of Life is the heart of our Night Elf villages. Use the tree's ability to entangle the gold mine. After entangling the mine, send wisps in to extract gold. The goddess calls. Immediately. By Elune. As the goddess wills. By Elune. As the wisps are friendly spirits that harvest gold and lumber for our villages. They also create the structures that allow us to train more warriors. I heed the voice of Elune. Ashrathoraman.
We are preparing to leave this place, Priestess. There is a terrible evil corrupting these lands, and I will not allow it to consume my people. Unfortunately, we cannot leave until the rest of our tribe has been accounted for.
Do not fear, Old One. I will find your tribesmen and lead them back to you.
Thank you, Priestess. We will reward you when you return.
Someone threatens the wilds? So be it.
Anudora!
Immediately. The moon wells are the source of our nourishment and strength. You can build additional moon wells to nourish more troops.
Insufficient gold.
I heed the voice of Elune. As the goddess wills. Someone threatens the wild?
Create more moonlight. Your building is complete. More lumber is required. More lumber is required.
The goddess calls. By Elune. Someone threatens the wilds? Ashrathoraman. Someone threatens the wilds.
I stand. Your building is complete.
Someone threatens the wilds. So be it, as the goddess wills. By Elune. To train more troops, construct an ancient of war. Ashrathoraman. So be it. By Elune.
We can't build there.
Immediately. Someone threatens the wilds, as the goddess wills. So be it. By Elune.
Your building is complete.
As the goddess wills. Ashrathoraman. By Elune. Immediately. As the goddess wills. By Elune. The goddess calls. As the goddess wills.
I stand ready.
By Elune. So be it. As the goddess wills.
In the name of Cenarius.
Someone threatens the wild.
Point the way. Fair enough. Waiting on you.
The goddess calls.
On your mark. Your building is complete.
I heed the voice of Elune.
Your move. All too easy.
The goddess calls. Immediately.
On your mark. I stand ready.
So be it.
Point the way. Done.
Someone threatens the wild.
Waiting on you. Your building is complete.
I heed the voice of Elune.
Point the way. Waiting on you.
The goddess calls. Someone threatens the wild.
Point the way. Done. Fair enough. All too easy.
The goddess calls. As the goddess wills. So be it. Ashrathoraman.
I stand ready.
I heed the voice of Elune. Ashrathoraman. By Elune. So be it. Someone threatens the wild.
I stand ready. Insufficient
Ashrathoraman.
gold.
As the goddess wills. So be it. The goddess calls. I heed the voice of Elune. As the goddess
I
wills.
stand ready.
Ashrathoraman. By Elune. The goddess calls. So be it. As the goddess wills. By Elune. Immediately.
Your building is complete. On your mark.
Anudora! So be it. As the goddess wills.
I stand ready.
I heed the voice of Elune.
Your move.
Someone threatens the
On
wilds.
your mark. Insufficient gold.
Ashrathoraman.
Our warriors have engaged the enemy.
Someone threatens the
Point the
wilds.
way. Your move. Waiting on you. Your move. Done.
I heed the voice of
Waiting
Elune.
on you. On your mark.
Ashrathoraman.
On your mark.
Someone threatens the
Waiting on you.
wilds.
Point the
Ashrathoraman.
way.
I heed the voice
On your
of
mark.
Elune. The goddess calls.
Point the way.
I heed the
All
voice
too
of Elune.
easy. Your
Ashrathoraman.
move.
Someone threatens the wilds.
Say no more.
By Elune.
Done.
So be
Waiting on
it.
you.
I
On
heed
your
the
mark.
voice of Elune. The goddess calls. Ashrathoraman. The goddess calls.
Your move.
I heed the voice of
Point the
Elune.
way.
Someone threatens the wilds.
I
The
stand
goddess
on your
calls.
mark. Your move, waiting on you.
Someone threatens the wilds.
On your mark.
The goddess
Your
calls.
move.
Ashrathoraman.
On your mark.
Someone threatens the wilds. I heed the voice of
Your
Elune.
building is complete.
On your mark. I stand ready.
The
Insufficient
goddess
gold.
calls. I heed the voice
Waiting
of
on
Elune.
you. Your
Ashrathoraman.
move.
As
on
the
your mark.
goddess wills.
Point the way. On your mark. Your move. All too easy.
I heed the
Point
voice
the
of
way,
Elune.
waiting on you. Point the
Ashrathoraman.
way.
Your building is
I
complete.
heed the voice
your
of
mark.
Elune. The goddess calls.
Point the way.
Someone threatens the wild.
Waiting
Ashrathoraman.
on you.
The goddess calls.
Your move. Waiting on you.
I heed the
stand
voice of
away.
Elune.
On your mark. Your move.
The goddess calls. I heed the
On
voice of
your mark.
Elune.
Point the way.
Someone threatens the
Waiting
wild.
on you. I stand ready.
The
Point
goddess
the
calls.
way. On your mark.
I heed the voice of Elune.
Waiting on you.
The goddess calls.
Your move.
Someone threatens
your
the
mark.
wild. The goddess calls.
Your building is complete.
Waiting on you. Done. Fair enough.
Someone threatens the
Point the
wild.
way.
I heed the voice of
Waiting on
Elune.
you. On your mark.
Someone threatens the wild.
Waiting on you.
I heed
Point
the
the
voice.
way.
Ashrathoraman.
On your mark.
The goddess calls. I heed the voice
Waiting
of
on you.
Elune.
On your
Ashrathoraman.
mark.
The goddess calls.
Point the way. Waiting on
Ashrathoraman.
you.
The goddess calls.
On your mark.
I heed the voice
Waiting
of
on
Elune.
you. I stand ready.
As the goddess wills. Immediately.
Waiting on you. All too easy.
Ashrathoraman. So be it. I heed the
Point the
voice
way.
of Elune. Someone threatens the
move.
wild.
Point
Immediately.
the way. Your move.
Ashrathoraman. The goddess calls.
Waiting on you.
I heed the voice of Elune. Someone
On your
threatens the
mark.
wild.
Your move.
The goddess
Point the
calls.
way.
I heed the voice
Waiting
of
on
Elune.
you.
Ashrathoraman. Someone threatens
your
the
mark.
wild. The goddess calls.
Point the way.
I heed the voice of Elune.
Waiting on you. Point the way. Done. Fair enough.
Ashrathoraman. Someone threatens
Your
the wild.
move.
Ashrathoraman.
Point the way.
I heed the
Your
voice of
move.
Elune.
All too easy.
Someone threatens
Point
the
the
wild.
way. Waiting on
The
you.
goddess calls.
Your move.
I heed the voice
Waiting
of
on you.
Elune.
Point the way.
The goddess calls.
On your mark.
I heed the voice of Elune.
Waiting on you.
Someone
Waiting
threatens the
on you.
wild.
Same.
So be it.
Our sacred grove is being desecrated. Our warriors have engaged the enemy.
Heed the voice of Elune.
Point the way.
Bandu Thoribas mortals, you will pay for defiling these lands. The goddess calls. The goddess calls.
Point the way. I'll give it a shot. Waiting on you.
Our warriors have engaged the enemy.
Someone opens the wire.
Point the way.
The goddess calls.
Waiting on you.
I heed the voice. Okalamdor.
Our
Someone opens
warriors
the
have
wire.
engaged the enemy.
Sentinels, attack!
It's the undead! Defend yourselves!
They must have followed us from Lordaeron.
The dead advance in waves. Quickly, my sisters, back to the trees. We are no match for a force this fast.
The undead are tireless. There's no way to outrun them.
You see, Lord Archimond, we need not fear the Night Elves. The Scourge can...
Archimond, after 10,000 years, how is it possible?
The Legion has returned to consume this world, woman. And this time, your troublesome race will not stop us.
Fools! Let her slip away! Find her, damn you! Find her and kill her!
The day we have long feared has finally come. The Burning Legion has returned. I must cross the river and warn the rest of my sisters before all is lost. As the goddess wills.
These damn Night Elves cannot escape us! Lord Archimond wants them found!
I must avoid being seen. Wills. So be it. By Elune.
Lord Archimond wishes us to corrupt this forest, and we shall!
Immediately.
Our warriors have engaged the enemy.
So be it. As the goddess wills. So be it. As the goddess wills. By Elune. So be it. By Elune. Immediately. So be it. Immediately. So be it. Immediately. So be it. By Elune. As the goddess wills. By Elune. As the goddess wills. By Elune.
Alunadore, priestess. We are yours to command.
As the goddess wills.
Hinduli Refa. Out the way. One shot. One.
Ashrathoraman.
Foul humans. You cannot evade the goddess's wrath.
By Elune. Immediately.
Our allies' town needs help.
Immediately. As
Clearly the humans have no love for the undead, but I dare not trust them.
By Elune.
Those orcs appear to be guarding some magical treasure.
It might prove useful to me. So be it. Ashrathoraman.
Alunadore, priestess. Be wary. The Doomguards command shades that can see us, even when we meld with the shadows. We'd best stay away from them.
So be it. Immediately. So be it. I heed the voice of Elune. As the goddess wills. Ashrathoraman. So be it. By Elune. The goddess calls. Immediately.
Silly night elf. You cannot hide from us.
On your mark.
I heed the voice of Elune. Ashrathoraman. Someone threatens the wilds? So be it. By Elune. The goddess calls. As the goddess wills.
In the name of Cenarius!
Shadow powers will not hide you from our sight.
By Elune.
Ambush! Run for your lives! We'll regroup in the clearing ahead!
Our warriors have engaged
So be
the
it.
enemy.
As the goddess wills. So be it. As the goddess wills. So be it.
Fondu doth Belore.
Ishnu Allah, sisters. It is I, Tyrande. Someone threatens the wild. I heed the voice of Elune. As the goddess wills.
Speak your mind.
Someone threatens the wild. Ashrathoraman. I heed the voice of Elune. By Elune. Immediately. As the goddess wills. By Elune. As the goddess wills. Immediately. So be it.
Our warriors have engaged the enemy.
Someone threatens the wilds? So be it. I heed the voice of Elune. Someone threatens the wilds. I heed the voice of Elune. By Elune, the goddess calls.
In position.
Your move.
Speak your mind. Make it fast.
Ashatoram.
Our warriors have engaged the enemy.
The voice of Elune. Ashrathoraman. Someone threatens the wild. Ashrathoraman. I heed the voice of Elune.
Speak your mind. I am sworn to avenge. Our warriors have engaged the enemy.
Ashrathoraman. Immediately. By Elune. I heed the voice of Elune. The goddess calls. As the goddess wills. By Elune. Immediately. So be it. Immediately. As the goddess wills. Immediately. As the goddess wills. Someone threatens the wilds. Immediately. So be it. Immediately. As the goddess wills. So be it. Immediately. As the goddess wills.
Tyrande! Praise Elune, you've made it. The undead appeared out of nowhere and attacked our village without warning.
Ishnudardiem Chandris, we have a greater problem. The undead were sent here by the Burning Legion, our ancient enemies of old. Against such might, we have only one option. We must awaken the druids. With Cenarius dead, it falls to us to awaken the druids. We must recover the demigod's horn from the sacred Moonglade Isle. Only its clarion call can awaken the druids from their slumber.
But, Priestess, the orcs have established a crude settlement upon the Isle. We'll need to fight our way through them to reach Cenarius' horn.
Priestess Tyrande, thank Elune we found you. The undead are advancing upon the nearby barrow dens. The dens seem abandoned, but
there is one druid sleeping within them, sister. Furion Stormrage. He is the wisest and most powerful of all the druids. He must be warned that the Legion has returned.
Then we'd better hurry. If the undead overtake his den before he's awakened...
Let us make haste, my sisters. All our hopes rest on Furion's awakening. Ashrathoraman. Someone threatens the wilds? By Elune. As the goddess wills. Ashrathoraman. By Elune. Someone threatens the wilds? Immediately. So be it.
What is nature's call?
Ashrathoraman. Someone threatens the wilds? I heed the voice of Elune. Someone threatens the wilds? Ashrathoraman. As the goddess wills. By Elune. So be it. I heed the voice of Elune. As the goddess wills. So be it. Ashrathoraman.
Goddess, light my path.
I heed the voice of Elune.
In position.
As the goddess wills. Someone threatens the wilds? I heed the voice of Elune. Someone threatens the wilds? So be it.
Goddess, light my path.
The goddess calls.
Our warriors have engaged the enemy. Research finished.
I heed the voice of Elune. Ashrathoraman.
I am sworn to avenge.
The goddess calls. As the goddess wills. I heed the voice of Elune.
Can I help you?
The goddess calls.
Goddess, light my path.
Ashrathoraman. By Elune. The goddess calls.
In position.
Someone threatens the wilds? So be it. As the goddess wills. By Elune. Immediately.
Strike fast! Ensnare them all before they regroup.
Goddess, light my path.
I heed the voice of Elune. The goddess calls. I heed the voice of Elune.
I am sworn to avenge.
The goddess calls.
Create
Someone
more
threatens the
moon.
wilds? The goddess calls. Ashrathoraman. Someone threatens the wilds? I heed the voice of Elune.
In position.
Voltarogar! For what chief thrall?
As the goddess wills. By Elune.
Make it fast. Absolutely. Speak your mind. Create more
The
moon.
goddess calls.
Standing guard.
Ashrathoraman. Someone threatens the wilds. As the goddess wills. By Elune.
Create more moonbeams. Your building is complete.
Keep the voice of Elune. Immediately.
I am sworn to avenge.
Someone threatens the wild. Ashrathoraman. So be it. The goddess calls. Ashrathoraman. Immediately. As the goddess wills.
Waiting on you.
Someone threatens the wild. Immediately.
On your mark.
Say the goddess calls. So be it.
Our warriors have engaged the path.
Ashrathoraman.
Upgrade finished. Your building is complete.
I hear the voice of Elune.
Your building is complete.
So be it.
On your mark.
What is nature's
I hear
call?
the voice of Elune. Immediately.
Standing guard.
Ashrathoraman. Someone
In
threatens the
position.
wild. I heed the voice of Elune.
Make it fast. I am sworn to avenge. Research
The goddess calls. Ashrathoraman.
Make it fast.
Someone threatens the wild.
Standing guard.
Ashrathoraman.
Speak your mind. What is
I heed
nature's
the
call?
voice of
Position.
Elune. As the
I am
goddess
sworn
wills.
to avenge. Hi! I'm game.
Someone threatens the wild.
Make it
Ashrathoraman.
fast.
The goddess calls. By
I
Elune.
am sworn to avenge. Insufficient
Someone
gold.
threatens the wild.
Your move.
I stand
Waiting
ready.
on you.
I heed the voice of Elune.
Speak your mind. I walk in your building. Standing guard. Are we being invaded? Hi! I am sworn to avenge. What is nature's call? As the goddess will. Hi!
The goddess calls.
Make it fast. I walk in shadow.
Someone threatens the wild. Okalamdor.
I am sworn to avenge. Make it fast.
The goddess calls. So be it.
Are we being invaded?
Immediately.
I am sworn to avenge.
By Elune.
Point the way.
Ashrathoraman.
Standing guard.
I heed the voice of Elune.
I am sworn to avenge.
Point the way.
Someone threatens the wild.
Standing guard.
I heed the voice
Make
of
it
Elune.
fast.
Someone threatens
Speak
the
your
wild.
mind.
Ashrathoraman.
Standing guard.
I heed
Make
the
it
voice of
fast.
Elune. The goddess calls.
In position.
I heed the voice
I
of
am
Elune.
sworn to avenge.
The goddess calls.
In position.
I heed the voice of Elune.
Speak your mind.
Someone threatens the wild.
I am sworn to
goddess.
avenge.
Anudora. Ashrathoraman.
In position.
Someone threatens
Make
the
it
wild.
fast.
These elves are stronger than we thought.
Heed the voice of Elune.
I am sworn to avenge. Make it fast.
Ashrathoraman.
I am sworn to avenge.
Someone threatens the wild.
Goddess, light my path.
Ashrathoraman.
Standing guard.
Someone threatens the wild. Ashrathoraman.
On your mark.
Speak your mind.
One. All too easy.
I heed the voice.
In position. Standing guard.
The goddess calls. Someone threatens the wild. The goddess calls.
Goddess light.
Someone threatens the wild. In the name of Cenarius!
I am sworn to avenge.
Say no more.
In position.
I heed the
Make it
voice.
fast. Speak your mind.
The goddess calls. Someone threatens the wild.
Is there trouble?
I heed the
In
voice
position.
of Elune.
I am sworn to avenge.
Ashrathoraman. The goddess
Make it
calls.
fast. Speak your mind.
Ashrathoraman.
Are we being
The
invaded?
goddess calls. Someone threatens the wild.
In position.
I heed the voice of Elune.
Standing guard.
Someone
In
threatens the wild.
position.
I heed the voice of Elune.
I am sworn to avenge.
Someone threatens the wild.
I shall not fear.
Ashrathoraman.
Absolute.
Someone threatens the wild.
Speak your mind.
Immediately.
Make it fast.
I stand ready.
The goddess calls.
Speak your mind.
Ashrathoraman.
In position.
Who threatens the wild?
What is nature's call? Making
Waiting
trade.
on you. Someone threatens the wild.
Make it fast.
Ashrathoraman.
Are we being invaded?
I heed the voice.
Speak
of
your
Elune.
mind.
Ashrathoraman.
Make it fast.
The goddess calls.
In position.
Someone threatens the wild.
Standing guard.
Ashrathoraman.
In position. Make it fast.
On your mark.
The goddess calls.
Waiting on you.
I heed the voice of Elune.
Speak your mind.
Ashrathoraman.
In position.
Feel nature's
The
wrath.
goddess calls.
Speak your mind. Standing guard.
I heed the voice of Elune.
Make it fast.
The goddess calls.
I am sworn to avenge.
Someone threatens the wild.
Standing guard.
The goddess calls.
Speak your mind.
As the goddess
As the
wills.
goddess wills.
Ashrathoraman.
None shall harm the wild.
By Elune.
Make it fast.
I heed the voice of Elune.
Standing guard.
Your name. Say the goddess calls.
In position. Make it fast.
Ashrathoraman. So be it. The goddess calls. At last, the horn of Cenarius. Now we can awaken Furion.
The horn has sounded, and I have come, as promised. I smell the stench of decay and corruption in our land. That angers me greatly. Come forth, you defenders of old. Crush these invaders, as you did in ages past. It has been 1,000 years since I last looked upon you, Tyrande. I thought of you every moment I roamed through the Emerald Dream.
My heart rejoices to see you again, Furion. But I would not have awakened you unless the need was urgent.
In the dream, I felt our land being corrupted, just as if it were my own body. You were right to awaken me.
The Burning Legion has returned, Furion. Cenarius is dead, and Outlanders roam freely through our most sacred vales.
As was foretold. No doubt Archimond will make his way to Hyjal Summit and attack the World Tree. If he succeeds in draining the tree's energies, this world will be doomed.
My only thought was to awaken you and the rest of the druids. The druids of the Talon reside within the Barrow Dens at the end of this valley. If we can reach them, we may have a chance to stop Archimond and his demons.
That did it, boys! We've driven them off! Let's regroup back at the base and tend to our wounded.
So, the Outlanders battle against the undead as well. They could prove to be powerful allies against Archimond and his ilk.
They are mongrels and nothing more. They are responsible for Cenarius' death. I will be damned before I stand with them.
Perhaps you are right, my love. We will establish our new settlement here. Keep your sentries alert. I doubt that we have seen the last of the Outlanders or the undead.
Someone threatens the wilds, as the goddess wills. I heed the voice of Elune.
What threatens these lands?
Immediately.
Someone
threatens the wild.
Amiss.
So
the land and I are one.
Treant may not root.
The goddess calls. I heed the voice of Elune.
Has sleep dulled my senses?
I heed the voice of Elune.
Something is amiss.
Ashrathoraman. Someone threatens the wilds. The goddess calls.
Has sleep dulled my senses? Ashtherodana.
Ashrathoraman.
The land and I are one.
Your building I heed the voice.
Sleep dulled my senses?
Your building is complete.
Insufficient gold. Ah, the great outdoors.
Someone threatens the wild. Ashrathoraman.
Something is amiss.
Hi!
Immediately. Someone threatens the wild.
These lands.
The goddess calls.
Something is amiss.
Oh boy.
Anudora! Someone threatens the wild.
Threatens these lands.
Insufficient gold.
Ashrathoraman.
The land and I are one.
Insufficient gold.
I heed the voice of Elune.
What threatens these lands?
Are we being invaded?
The goddess
The
calls.
land and I
Our
are
gold
one.
mine is running low.
Someone threatens the
Has
wilds.
sleep dulled my senses?
Our resources are depleting fast. We must find another gold mine and muster our forces. Only then will we be able to reach the Barrow Dens. Wait! I know those furbolgs. They escaped from Ashenvale when the corruption started to spread.
Perhaps they did not escape the corruption after all. Threatens these lands. Has sleep dulled my senses?
Our sacred grove is being desecrated.
Something is amiss.
I heed the voice.
Speak your mind. What is nature's call?
The goddess calls. So be it.
What threatens these lands?
I heed the voice.
The land and I are one.
The goddess calls.
I've never seen the creature so aggressive before.
Then I will put an end to their curse. Undo Falador!
The goddess calls.
The land and I are one.
Someone threatens the wilds.
Has sleep dulled my senses?
Ashrathoraman. I heed the voice of Elune.
Something.
Ashrathoraman. The goddess calls. Someone threatens the wild.
Threatens these lands.
As the goddess wills.
The land and I are one.
The goddess calls. Immediately.
Has sleep dulled my senses?
I heed the voice of Elune.
Anudora.
As the goddess wills.
The land and I are one.
Point the way.
Someone threatens the
Something
wild.
is amiss.
I stand ready.
Has sleep dulled my senses?
On your mark.
Immediately.
Something is amiss.
I heed the voice of
Ah,
Elune.
the great outdoors.
So
Has
be it.
sleep dulled my senses?
Ashrathoraman.
The land and
Research
I are
finished.
one.
Our gold mine has collapsed.
Someone threatens
Has
the
sleep
wilds.
dulled my senses?
The goddess calls. Ashrathoraman. Someone threatens
The
the
land
wilds.
and I are one.
The goddess calls.
Has sleep dulled my senses?
I heed the voice of Elune.
Threatens these lands.
The goddess calls.
Something is amiss.
I heed the
Has
voice of
sleep
Elune.
dulled my senses?
The goddess calls.
The land and I are one.
I heed the voice of
What
Elune.
threatens these
Treant
lands?
may not root there.
The land
Ashrathoraman.
and I are one.
The goddess calls.
What threatens
stand
these
ready.
lands? The
Ashrathoraman.
land and I are one.
I am sworn to avenge.
Someone
Threatens
threatens
these
the
lands.
By
The land
Elune.
and I are one.
I heed the voice of Elune.
What threatens these lands?
Is there trouble? Gladly.
Something is amiss.
Ah, the great outdoors.
Ashrathoraman.
Threatens these lands.
Your building is
Dulled my senses.
research finished.
The goddess.
Dulled my senses.
Ashrathoraman. Point the way.
Anudora.
Ah, the great outdoors.
I heed the voice of
Are we
Elune.
being invaded?
Immediately.
Something
The
is
goddess
amiss. Has sleep dulled my senses?
I heed the voice of Elune.
Threatens these lands.
Someone
Has
threatens the
sleep
wild.
dulled my senses?
Making trade.
Threatens these lands.
Is there trouble?
Has sleep dulled my senses?
The goddess calls.
The land and
Ah, the great outdoors.
I heed the
Our
voice
sacred
of
grove
Elune.
is being desecrated.
The goddess calls.
The land and I are one.
I heed the voice of Elune. The goddess calls.
Threatens these lands.
Research finished.
I heed the voice of Elune.
Has sleep dulled my senses?
Our sacred grove is being desecrated.
Ashtherodanador.
The goddess calls.
The land and I are one. For Kalimdor.
Ashrathoraman.
Something is amiss.
So be it. As the goddess
What
calls.
is nature's call? Ah, the great outdoors is being desecrated.
Threatens these lands.
I heed the voice of Elune. Ashrathoraman.
In
Has
position.
sleep
Is there trouble?
dulled my senses?
Hi!
Someone threatens the wild.
Threatens
Our
these
sacred
lands.
grove is being
I
desecrated.
heed the voice of
Something
Elune.
is amiss. You changed, Tyrande. There is little mercy left in you.
Long ago I swore to protect this land, Furion. I never had the luxury of sleeping through times of great peril.
If your endless vigil has hardened you, my love, it must be part of your goddess's plan.
Ashrathoraman.
The land and I are one.
Is there trouble?
The goddess calls.
Has sleep dulled my senses?
Ashrathoraman.
What
I
threatens
heed the voice
these
of Elune.
lands?
The goddess calls.
Something is amiss.
Someone threatens the wild.
There is danger ahead, priestess. You must proceed with caution.
I are one.
Ashrathoraman.
Our sacred grove is
So
being
be it.
desecrated.
The
Our
goddess
warriors
calls.
have engaged the
The
enemy.
land and I are one.
Ashrathoraman.
Has sleep dulled my senses?
Our gold mine is gone. I am small. Our sacred grove is being desecrated.
Your building is standing guard. Someone threatens the wild.
Anudor.
Ashrathoraman. I am
Is amiss.
heed. The goddess
Our
calls.
sacred grove is being desecrated.
Ashrathoraman. As the goddess wills.
Dulled my senses.
Someone threatens the wild.
Is amiss.
Ashrathoraman. By Elune.
Our warriors have engaged the enemy.
Ashrathoraman.
Create more moons.
Someone threatens the wild. The goddess calls.
Has sleep dulled my senses?
I heed the
The
voice.
land and I are
Our warriors have engaged the enemy. Create more moons.
The goddess calls.
Our
threatens
warriors
these
have
lands.
engaged the enemy.
I heed the voice of Elune.
The land and I are one.
What is nature's call? I'm game.
The goddess calls. Someone threatens the wilds.
Has sleep dulled my
Ashrathoraman.
senses?
Gladly.
Someone threatens the
Something
wilds.
is amiss.
The goddess
What
calls.
threatens these lands?
I heed the voice of Elune.
The land
Someone
and I
threatens
are
the
one.
wilds.
What threatens these lands?
Ashrathoraman. The goddess calls. Someone threatens the wilds.
Something is amiss.
Is there trouble?
Our gold mine has
Ashra Thorn.
collapsed.
Has sleep dulled my senses?
The goddess calls.
Threatens these lands.
Ashra Thoraman.
Something is amiss.
Your building is complete.
What threatens these lands? For
The
Kalimdor.
goddess calls.
Has sleep dulled my senses? Anudora. It shall be done.
Ashra Thoraman.
The land and I are one.
I hear the voice of Elune. Ashra Thoraman.
Dulled my senses.
Someone
The
threatens
land
the
and
wild.
I are one.
Ashra Thoraman. I hear the voice of Elune. Someone threatens the wild. Ashra
Has
Thoraman.
sleep dulled my senses?
I hear the
The
voice of
land
Elune.
and I are one.
The goddess calls.
Something is amiss. Ashnerodana.
I hear the voice of Elune. Someone threatens the wild.
Dulled my senses.
The goddess calls. I hear the voice of Elune.
Something is amiss.
Someone threatens the wild.
Threatens these lands.
I heed the voice of
Has
Elune.
sleep dulled my senses?
The goddess
The
calls.
land and
Be
I.
careful, priestess. These woods are overrun by the dead.
These lands.
By
Something
Elune.
Is there trouble?
is amiss.
Our warriors have engaged the enemy. We can't build there.
Ashra Thoraman.
Threatens.
I heed the voice of Elune.
Hi!
Ashra
Is
Thoraman.
there trouble? Are you being invaded?
I heed the voice of Elune.
Your building is complete. We want more moon.
Someone threatens the wild. I heed the
The
voice of
land
Is
and
there
I
trouble?
are one.
Someone threatens the wild.
What is nature's call? Hi!
I heed the voice of Elune. So
What is nature's call? Your building is complete.
The
Your
goddess
building
calls.
is complete.
as the goddess
Hi!
wills.
In position.
What threatens these lands?
Your building is complete.
Anudora.
Are we being invaded? I'm game. For the truth.
Someone threatens
What is nature's
Dulled
call?
my senses.
Making trade. Standing guard. Are we being invaded? Our warriors have engaged the enemy.
the goddess calls.
Something
Hi!
is amiss.
I heed the voice
It
of
shall
What is
be
nature's
done.
call?
Ashra Thoraman.
Our gold mine is running low.
The goddess calls.
Are we
Threatens
being
these
invaded?
lands.
I heed the voice of
Something
Is
Elune.
there trouble?
is amiss.
No! The outpost has been corrupted, and the Treants have been driven mad. They do not deserve this cruel fate.
Come no further, weakling. Lord Tichondrius commanded us to kill anyone attempting to enter this place. And we shall.
Pathetic wretches. It pains me that you once called yourselves night elves.
The goddess called.
Hi! My wait is over. I walk in shadow. Absolutely.
I heed the voice of Elune.
The land and I are one.
Glad.
The goddess calls. I heed the voice of Elune.
Hi!
Dulled my senses.
The goddess calls.
What is nature's
these
call?
Lands.
More lumber is required. Our warriors have engaged the enemy.
I heed the voice.
Land
Hi!
and I are one.
Someone threatens the wild.
Are we being
Dulled
invaded?
my senses.
Is there trouble? I am. Are we being invaded? Stand in guard. Is there trouble? I walk in shadow. Absolutely. I walk in shadow. My wait is over.
I heed the voice.
Ah, the great outdoors. What is nature's call? Are we being invaded?
The goddess calls.
Hi!
Dulled my senses.
What is nature's call? Our warriors have engaged the enemy. Are we being invaded? For the trees. Hi! I'm game. For the trees.
The land and I are one.
Are we being invaded? Our warriors have engaged the enemy.
Someone threatens the wild.
Is there trouble? Making trades. I'm game. What is nature's call?
I heed the voice of
Is there trouble? Making trades.
The land
Are we
and
being
I are
invaded?
one.
I heed the voice of
Our
Elune.
warriors have engaged the enemy.
Someone threatens the
Are
wild.
we being invaded?
I heed the voice of Elune.
The land and
Hi!
I are one. As
Are we being
dulled my
invaded?
senses.
Our warriors have
I heed
engaged
the
The land
voice.
and I are one. It shall be done. Ashtherodana. For Calamor. As dulled my senses.
Someone threatens the wild.
Threatens
Hi!
these lands.
I heed the voice of
The
Elune.
land
Are
and
we
I
being
are
invaded?
one.
Our warriors have engaged the enemy.
Threatens these lands. Ashtherodana.
For the trees. What is nature's
Dulled my
call?
senses.
The goddess calls.
Hi! Is there trouble? Hi! Are we being invaded?
The goddess calls. So be it. Someone threatens the wild.
Dulled my senses.
By Elune. Hopefully the land will heal itself of this cursed blight. We should get moving. The Barrow Dens lie within the valley just ahead of us.
I are one.
I heed the voice
As
of
sleep
Elune.
dulled my senses.
The goddess calls.
Threatens these lands.
Someone threatens the wild.
Something is amiss.
Ashrathoram.
Threatens these lands.
The goddess calls.
Something is
Waiting on
amiss.
you. Done. All Ashrathoram.
As sleep dulled my senses.
The goddess calls.
It threatens these lands. As sleep
Our
dulled my
warriors have
senses.
engaged the enemy. Ah, the great outdoors.
Someone threatens the wild.
What is nature's call?
The goddess calls.
Is there trouble?
By
Something is amiss.
Ashrathoraman.
As sleep
The
dulled
goddess
my
calls.
senses. Ashtherodanador.
Someone threatens the wild. Ashrathoraman.
Something is amiss.
The goddess
What
calls.
threatens these lands?
Ah,
Someone
the
threatens
great
the wild.
outdoors.
Dulled my senses.
I heed the voice of Elune.
Are we being invaded?
Someone
is
threatens the
amiss.
wild.
Your building is complete.
Ashrathoraman.
Ah, the great outdoors.
Research finished.
I heed the
The
voice of
land and
Elune.
I are one.
Ah, the great outdoors.
The goddess calls.
Anudora.
Your building is
The
Ashrathoraman.
land and I are one.
Our warriors have engaged.
Someone threatens the wild. Ashrathoraman.
Threatens these lands.
Our warriors have engaged the enemy.
Research finished.
The goddess calls.
As sleep dulled my senses.
Ah, the great outdoors.
Someone threatens the wild.
Threatens these lands.
Immediately.
The land and I are one. Ashtherodanador.
The goddess calls.
Has sleep dulled my senses? It shall be done.
Your building is complete.
Ah, the great outdoors.
Come forth, druids of the Talon. Let the storm crows fly once again upon the winds of war. Ishnu-Allah, my brethren. Kalimdor has need of your powers once again, for the hour of doom is at hand.
We are yours to command, Shundo Stormrage.
Now we must delve into the earth and rouse the ferocious druids of the Claw from their slumber. These barrow deeps have remained untouched for nearly 3,000 years. Still, there's no telling what creatures may have taken up residence after we sealed these tunnels shut.
There is nothing to fear in this place. The only enemy that has ever given me pause is now corrupting the lands above us. Let us be done with this business and get back to the surface.
Agreed. Just be careful. There is no telling how the druids of the Claw will react to us after all this time.
I heed the voice of Elune.
What threatens these lands?
As the goddess wills. Immediately.
The land and I are one.
In position.
These cave spiders are enormous.
I sense a strange darkness tainting them. They have been transformed by a great evil. By Elune. So be it. Someone threatens the wild.
In position. I walk in shadow.
I heed the voice of Elune. By Elune. Immediately. As the goddess wills. By Elune. So be it.
Our warriors have engaged the enemy.
In the name of Cenarius!
Out away. Someone threatens the wilds. Immediately. As the goddess wills. By Elune. Demon bile. This must be what cursed the spiders.
If the corruption can do this to these simple creatures, I dare not imagine what it could do to the beasts who live above.
We must put an end to this corruption, no matter the cost.
Is there trouble? Are we being invaded? Making trade.
Something is amiss.
I am sworn to revenge.
The goddess calls. Someone threatens the wilds. Ashrathoraman.
O Kalimdor!
In position. I am sworn to revenge.
The land one.
Is there trouble?
The goddess calls. Ashrathoraman.
Old priestess, we need your help. Our shaman was bitten by a strange spider and has become deathly ill. Our tribesmen have run off, leaving us to fend for ourselves.
What would you have us do?
The waters of the nearby Fountain of Life can save him, but we dare not leave him in this state. If you can fill this vial with its waters and return it to us, our shaman's life will be saved.
If his wisdom will prevent you from turning feral like your tribesmen, I will gladly save your shaman. I heed the voice of Elune. As the goddess wills. Immediately.
What threatens these lands?
Ashrathoraman.
Hi! Gladly. For the tree.
I heed the voice of Elune. Ashrathoraman. So be it.
Are we being invaded? Gladly.
Someone threatens the wild. Ashrathoraman.
Out with it. It has begun.
I heed the voice of Elune. Ashrathoraman. Someone threatens the wild. The goddess calls. I heed the voice of Elune. Ashrathoraman. The goddess calls.
Ashtherodanador. For Kalimdor.
Ashrathoraman. Immediately.
Something is amiss.
I heed the voice of Elune. Someone threatens the wilds. As the goddess wills. By Elune. I heed the voice of Elune.
The land and I are
Ashrathoraman.
one. It shall be done. For Kalimdor.
The pathway cuts off to the south, but this doorway looks promising.
Oh no. How could I have forgotten?
What is behind this door that worries you, my love?
This door leads to Illidan's prison, Tyrande. We should go. Now.
Illidan? It's been 10,000 years. Could he still be alive? We should free him, Furion. He would be the perfect ally against the undead and their demon masters.
No, Tyrande. That beast must never be set free.
But he is your brother.
Be that as it may. He is far too dangerous. I forbid it.
Only the goddess may forbid me anything. I will free Illidan whether you like it or not.
Something is amiss. It shall be done. Powers cannot open the door. Though it grieves me to leave her, I must press on. Anudora. Ashtherodanador. For Kalimdor. It shall be done. For Kalimdor. Has sleep dulled my senses? Threatens these lands. Ashtherodanador. Has sleep dulled my senses? It shall be done. Kalimdor. Anudora. It shall be done. For Kalimdor. Anudora. For Kalimdor. Let me pass. The Archdruid of the Moonglade demands passage. Ashtherodanador. For Kalimdor. It shall be done.
Turn back. You are unworthy to bask in the Bear God's presence.
Bear Gods? The land and I are one.
What is nature's law? Are we being invaded?
Sleep dulled my senses. Threatens these lands. Perhaps the creature was referring to the sleeping druids of the Claw. But why would he call them bear gods when they appear as I do? Threatens these lands. Sleep dulled my senses. For Kalimdor, it shall be done. What threatens these lands? For Kalimdor, has sleep dulled my senses? Anudora. The land and I are one. For Kalimdor. Foul spawn of Deathwing. I should have known that you loathsome beasts would take refuge within the flames of the earth. The druids of the Claw are awake already. Come, my brothers. We have much to do. What? They've lost themselves to their animal aspects. They're mindless and feral.
In the Raven's name.
The horn's call might work, but it would reach only a few of them in this part of the cavern. Something is amiss. Anudora. Ashtarodanador. It shall be done. Anudora. It shall be done. Anudora. The land and I are one.
Enlighten me.
Something is amiss.
I am prepared.
Has sleep dulled my senses? What threatens these lands? Ashtarodanador. Has sleep dulled my senses? What threatens these lands? For Kalimdor.
How dare you!
It shall be done. Anudora. Ashtarodanador.
My bidding.
Something is amiss. The land and I are one. For Kalimdor.
Our warriors have engaged the enemy.
Anudora. It shall be done. Something is amiss. Anudora. Ashtarodanador. It shall be done. For Kalimdor. Ashtarodanador. Anudora. Ashtarodanador. Anudora. Torfala Nordora.
Enlighten me.
Threatens these lands. The land and I are one.
Thy bidding.
Has sleep dulled my senses?
Enlighten me.
The land and I are one. It shall be done. Anudora. Ashtarodanador. Anudora. Has sleep dulled my senses?
I am prepared.
The land and I are one. Something is amiss. Ashtarodanador. It shall be done. For Kalimdor.
Out with it.
Has sleep dulled my senses?
Is there trouble?
Something is amiss.
Hi! Making trade.
Has sleep dulled my senses? Something is amiss. Ashtarodanador. Has sleep dulled my senses? Anudora.
Stormbridge. I don't know what came over us. It's been so long since we remembered who we were.
All is well, Theroshan. I have need of you and your mighty brethren once again. After these many ages, the Burning Legion has returned, and only our combined strength can drive them back.
Then we druids of the Claw are yours to command, Shandor Stormbridge.
I cannot go back. Goddess grant that Furion was wrong.
Your quest is foolhardy. Even your goddess has condemned the one you seek to free.
Someone threatens the wilds?
Speak your mind.
The goddess calls. goddess wills. So be it, as the goddess wills. So be it, as the goddess wills. Immediately.
On your mark, your move. Waiting on you. Say no more.
I heed the voice of Elune.
Your move.
The goddess calls.
Point the way.
Someone threatens the wilds.
Your move.
By Elune. The goddess calls. Immediately. By Elune. Ashrathoraman. The goddess calls. So be it. By Elune. Ashrathoraman. Standing guard. The goddess calls. Immediately. Ashrathoraman. I heed the voice of Elune. As the goddess wills. By Elune. Ashrathoraman. The goddess calls. Ashrathoraman. Someone threatens the wilds. As the goddess wills. The goddess calls. Ashrathoraman. The goddess calls. Immediately. So be it. By Elune. Ashrathoraman.
In position.
The goddess calls. As the goddess wills. Someone threatens the wilds. Immediately. So be it. Immediately. By Elune. I heed the voice of Elune. So be it. As the goddess wills. The goddess calls. I heed the voice of Elune. By Elune.
Point the way.
Ashrathoraman.
Anudora!
So be it. Immediately. So be it. I heed the voice of Elune. Immediately. So be it. By Elune. Immediately. So be it. By Elune. Immediately. As the goddess wills.
Fair enough.
The goddess calls. So be it.
Point the way. All too easy.
Someone threatens the wilds.
Your move. Down.
I heed the voice of Elune. Ashrathoraman. The goddess calls. As the goddess wills. I heed the voice of Elune. By Elune. Immediately. As the goddess wills. Immediately. The goddess calls.
Waiting on you.
Ashrathoraman. By Elune.
On your mark. All too easy.
Someone threatens the
wilds. Waiting on you. Cry. Sing. Point the way.
Ashrathoraman. As the goddess wills.
A cache of the Watcher's weapons. These should help us considerably.
So be it. As the goddess wills. Someone threatens the wilds? By Elune. Immediately.
In the name of Cenarius!
I heed the voice of Elune.
On your mark.
Someone threatens the wilds? As the goddess wills. Immediately.
Point the way.
Standing guard.
I heed the voice of Elune. The goddess calls. As the goddess wills.
Waiting on you. All too easy. On your mark.
Ashra Thoraman. Immediately. So be it. As the goddess wills. Immediately.
In position. Absolutely.
Someone threatens the wild.
Speak your mind.
The goddess calls.
Make it fast.
The treants move to block my path. Only a powerful druid could command such creatures.
Fair enough.
The goddess calls. So be it.
In position.
Someone threatens the
Make
wild.
it fast.
Ashra Thoraman.
Speak your mind.
I heed the voice of Elune.
Standing guard.
Someone threatens the
position.
wild.
Standing guard.
Ashra Thoraman.
In position.
Someone threatens the wild.
Standing guard.
Ashra Thoraman.
Anudora!
I am sworn to avenge.
Someone threatens
Speak
the
your
wild.
mind. In
Ashra
position.
Thoraman. By Elune.
These explosive devices look to be of goblin design. The wily creatures must have hidden them here long ago. No matter. I'll make good use of them.
On your mark. All too easy.
Someone threatens the
I am
wild.
sworn to avenge. Standing guard.
Ashra Thoraman. I heed the voice
Make it
of Elune.
fast. Standing guard. As the goddess wills.
Ashra Thoraman.
In position.
The goddess.
Make it fast. I am sworn to avenge.
Someone
Make
threatens
it
the wild.
fast.
Ashra Thoraman.
Standing guard.
The goddess calls.
I am sworn to avenge.
I heed the voice of Elune. By Elune.
Standing guard.
Ashra Thoraman.
I am sworn to avenge. Speak your mind. I shall not fear.
Someone threatens the
In
wild.
position. I am sworn to avenge.
The goddess calls.
In position.
I heed the voice
Make
of
it
Elune.
fast.
Ashra Thoraman.
I am sworn to avenge.
Hold, priestess. This place is forbidden, even to one such as you. There is a terrible evil here that must remain chained beneath the earth.
Illidan was considered a great hero once. I believe he will become one again.
Madness! You would doom us all by freeing the betrayer.
Ashra Thoraman.
I walk in shadow. I am sworn to avenge.
Someone threatens
Make
the
it
wild.
fast.
Ashra Thoraman.
Speak your mind.
Illidan, is that you?
Tyrande, it is your voice. After all these ages spent in darkness, your voice is like the pure light of the moon upon my mind.
The Legion has returned, Illidan. Your people have need of you once more.
Because I once cared for you, Tyrande, I will hunt down the demons. But I will never owe our people anything.
Then let us hurry back to the surface. The demon's corruption spreads with every second we waste. Furion.
It has been an eternity, brother. An eternity spent in darkness.
Illidan. You were sentenced to pay for your sins. Nothing more.
And who were you to judge me? We fought the demons side by side, if you recall.
Enough of this, both of you. What is done is done. My love, with Illidan's help, we will drive the demons back once again and save what is left of our beloved land.
Have you even considered the cost, Tyrande? This betrayer's aid may doom us all before the end. I will have nothing to do with this.
I am free after 10,000 years. Yet still my own brother thinks I am a villain. I'll show him my true power. I'll show him that the demons have no hold over me.
Are you certain of that, Demon Hunter? Are you certain your will is your own?
You reek of death, human. You'll regret approaching me.
Come then. You'll find that we're evenly matched.
We could go on fighting like this forever. What is it you truly want?
The Dreadlord who commands this undead army is called Tichondrius. He controls a powerful warlock artifact called the Skull of Gul'dan. It is responsible for corrupting these forests.
And you wish for me to steal it? Why?
Let's just say that I have no love for Tichondrius, and the Lord I serve would benefit from the Legion's downfall.
Why should I believe anything you say, little human?
My master sees all, Demon Hunter. He knows that you've sought power your whole life. Now it lies within your grasp. Seize it, and your enemies will be undone.
Are there demons nearby? I grow impatient. I'm blind, not deaf.
Where shall I strike?
Are there demons nearby? I grow impatient. Evil draws close. You dare speak to me? Is that all? Evil draws close. Is that all? Easily. Is that all? Hardly a challenge.
Like my time.
My strength is yours.
Straight out. Make it fast.
Where shall I strike?
I'm blind, not deaf.
My
Dare
strength
speak
is
to
yours.
me. Is that all?
Where shall I strike?
Come no further, weakling. Lord Tichondrius commanded us to kill anyone attempting to enter this place. And we shall.
Dare speak to me.
My strength is yours.
I grow impatient.
In position.
Are there demons nearby? Evil draws close. I'm blind, not deaf. You dare speak to
Research
me.
finished.
I'm blind, not deaf.
Where shall I strike?
Speak your mind.
That is clear.
I grow impatient. Easily. You'll regret approaching me. Die, fool. You'll regret approaching me. Die, fool. I'm blind, not deaf. Vengeance is mine.
Create more
Evil
meaning.
draws close. Is that all?
I'm awake. I'm awake.
I grow impatient. I'm blind, not deaf. Evil draws close.
Our time is short.
I grow impatient.
Is there trouble?
I'm blind, not deaf. You
Your
dare
building is
speak to
complete.
me.
Standing guard.
Are there demons
Where
nearby?
shall I strike?
Your move. In position.
I'm blind, not deaf. I grow impatient. Hardly a challenge.
Goddess, light my path.
You dare speak
Our
to
warriors
me.
had engaged the enemy. I am sworn to
Your
building
is nearby. I'm blind,
Our
not
sacred
deaf.
grove is being desecrated.
Is that all? Are there demons nearby? I grow impatient.
Goddess, light my path.
You dare speak to me. Easily. I grow
Your building is
impatient.
complete. In position.
You dare speak to me.
Research finished.
Are there demons nearby? Is that all? Easily. I grow impatient.
As the goddess wills.
I'm blind, not deaf. I grow
The
impatient.
great outdoors.
My strength is yours. Where shall I strike? Of course. My strength is yours.
Dare speak to me.
Goddess, light
Our
my
time
path.
is yours.
I'm blind, not deaf.
Speak your
Are there
mind.
demons nearby?
Make it fast.
I grow
I am
impatient.
sworn to avenge. Make it fast.
You dare speak to
In
me.
position. More lumber is
I'm
required.
blind, not deaf.
I am sworn to avenge.
You dare speak to me. I'm blind, not
Speak your
deaf.
mind.
You dare speak to
Standing
me.
guard. In position.
What is nature's call?
I grow
Make it
impatient.
fast.
My strength is
In
yours.
position. I walk in shadow. I am sworn to avenge. Make it fast.
The great
Research
outdoors.
finished.
I'm blind,
I
not
am
deaf.
sworn to avenge. Your
More
building
lumber
is
is
complete.
You dare speak to me.
I'm game.
I grow
Is there trouble?
impatient.
Hi.
I'm blind, not deaf.
Speak your mind. I am sworn to avenge.
I grow
Are we being
impatient.
invaded?
You dare
Hi.
speak to me.
In position.
Our time is yours. Anudura.
I'm
Stand
blind,
on
not
Nature's
deaf.
call.
Are there
Hi.
demons nearby?
Is there trouble?
I'm blind, not deaf.
Enlighten me.
Are we
Easily.
being
By
invaded?
the great
Hardly
wind.
a
Gladly.
challenge. You
What
dare
is nature's
speak to
call?
me.
Research finished. Insufficient gold.
Are Are there demons nearby?
Point the way.
I'm blind, not deaf. Is that all?
Prepared.
Waiting on you. Fair enough.
I grow impatient. You dare speak to me?
I'm awake. Of course.
I'm blind, not deaf. Easily. Are there demons
the
nearby?
great outdoors.
I am prepared.
Our time is short.
Is there trouble?
I'm blind, not deaf. Evil draws close. Is that all?
Insufficient gold.
Are there demons
My
nearby?
strength is yours.
Make it fast.
You dare speak to me? Easily.
Our time is short.
Insufficient gold.
I'm
Where
blind,
shall I
not deaf. You dare speak.
I'm awake.
I grow
My strength is yours.
You dare speak to me?
Insufficient gold. Insufficient gold. Insufficient gold. Insufficient gold.
Your move.
Insufficient gold. Insufficient gold. Insufficient gold. Insufficient gold. Your building is complete. Insufficient gold. Insufficient gold. Insufficient gold. Insufficient gold.
I grow
I'm awake.
impatient.
I'm awake.
You dare speak to me? I grow
Our
impatient.
time is short.
Insufficient gold.
You dare
I'm awake.
speak to me?
I'm awake.
Research finished.
Are there demons
Our
nearby?
time is short.
Insufficient gold.
I grow
My
impatient.
strength is yours.
Are there
Where
demons
shall I
nearby?
strike?
Your building is complete. Our sacred grove is being desecrated. Our warriors have engaged the enemy.
Dare speak to me?
I'm awake.
I grow
My
impatient.
strength is yours.
Are there demons nearby?
Our
Dare
time
speak
is
to
short.
me? I grow
I'm
impatient.
awake. I'm awake.
I'm blind, not deaf. Hardly
My
challenge.
strength is yours. Another rock.
I grow
I'm
impatient.
awake. I'm awake.
I'm blind,
My
not deaf.
strength is yours.
You dare speak to
Where
me?
shall I strike?
Are there demons
My
nearby?
strength is yours.
I'm blind,
Where
not
shall I
deaf.
strike?
Is that
My
all?
strength is yours.
You dare speak to
I'm
me?
awake.
I'm blind, not deaf.
Our time is yours. My strength
Hardly
is
a
yours.
challenge. Are there demons nearby? I grow impatient. Is that
Our
all?
time is yours. My strength is yours.
Are there
I'm
demons
awake.
nearby?
I'm awake.
I'm blind,
My
not deaf.
strength is yours. Of course.
You
Where shall
dare
I strike?
speak to me? Are there demons nearby?
I'm awake.
Your building is complete.
I'm blind, not deaf.
My
Dare speak
strength
to
is
me?
yours.
Your building is complete.
Are there demons
Where shall I
nearby?
strike?
I'm blind, not deaf.
Our time is short.
Research finished.
Are there demons nearby?
Where shall I strike?
I grow impatient. You dare speak
I'm
to
awake.
me?
I'm awake.
I'm blind, not deaf. I grow impatient.
Our time is short. My strength is yours.
Dare
Our time
speak
is
to
yours.
me?
Inventory is full.
Evil draws close. Easily. Demons
I'm
nearby.
awake. I'm awake.
You dare speak to me?
My strength is yours.
Are there demons nearby? You dare
Our time
speak
is
to
short.
me?
Where shall I strike?
Research finished.
I grow impatient. Evil
I'm awake.
draws close.
I'm awake.
Are there demons nearby?
By the great wind.
Our time is short.
I'm blind, not
Thy
deaf.
bidding. Out
The
with
I
it.
grow
seeker has
impatient.
awaked. My strength is yours.
I'm blind, not
Light
deaf.
my path.
Where
Easily.
shall I strike?
You dare speak to
My
me?
strength is yours. Our time is
I am
short.
sworn.
Are there
Where
demons
shall I
nearby?
strike?
I grow
My
impatient.
strength is yours.
Are there demons nearby? Is that
Where
all?
shall I strike?
Easily.
I'm awake. I'm
Your
awake.
building is
I
research.
grow impatient. Are there demons nearby?
Your building is complete.
I grow
My
impatient.
strength is yours.
I'm blind, not deaf.
Our warriors have engaged the
Are there
enemy.
demons
Where shall
nearby?
I strike?
Speak your mind.
Our time is short. Where shall I
Our
strike?
warriors have engaged the enemy. I am sworn to revenge.
Dare speak to me? I'm blind, not deaf.
I'm awake. I'm
Our
awake.
warriors have engaged the enemy.
Where shall I strike?
Are there demons nearby? impatient.
I'm awake. I'm
Are there
awake.
demons nearby? That is where the skull of Gul'dan is kept. These paltry demons will not prevent me from claiming it.
My strength is yours.
Our warriors have engaged
Nearby.
my way. Speak your name.
I grow impatient. Demons nearby.
I shall not fear. I walk in shadow. I shall not
grow
fear.
impatient. I'm blind, not deaf.
I'm awake. I'm awake.
Are there demons
Our
nearby?
time is short.
I grow impatient. You dare speak to me. I'm blind, not deaf. Now, at least the demons will no longer corrupt the forests. But if I destroy the skull and claim its powers as my own, I will become stronger than any of Archimonde's lieutenants. Yes, the power should be mine.
Now I am complete.
Are we being invaded?
I come.
Is there trouble?
My bidding. I am prepared. My brothers.
The sleeper has awakened.
Hi!
Out with it.
Are there demons nearby? Evil draws.
What is Nightelf's call?
I'm blind, not deaf.
Hi!
You
What is
dare
Nightelf's call?
speak to me.
My bidding.
Are there
By the
demons
great
nearby?
winds I come.
Our warriors have engaged the enemy.
I'm awake. I'm awake.
You
God
dare
light
speak
my
to
path.
me.
Once. My path is
The great outdoor.
Are there demons nearby? You dare speak to me. Are there demons nearby? I'm blind, not deaf. Are there demons nearby?
Hi! Make it fast.
You dare speak to me.
Out with it.
I grow
am prepared.
impatient. Are there demons nearby?
strength is yours.
Your building is complete.
I grow
Our time
impatient.
is short.
Are there demons nearby?
I'm awake. I'm awake.
You dare speak to me. Are there
Our
demons
time
nearby?
is short.
I'm blind,
Where
not
shall I
deaf.
strike?
Are there
I'm
demons
awake.
nearby?
I'm awake.
The great
I
outdoor.
grow
Our time is
impatient.
short.
Goddess, light my path.
is clear.
Are there
My
demons nearby?
strength is yours.
You
I'm
dare
awake.
speak to
I'm
me.
awake.
I
Where
grow
shall I strike?
impatient. Are there demons nearby? You
Our
dare
time
speak
is
to
short.
me.
Anudura.
Are there demons
Where
nearby?
shall I strike? Our time is short. Of course.
In position. Reset. I walk in shadow.
I'm blind, not deaf.
Standing guard.
Dare speak to me.
I am sworn to revenge.
Are there demons nearby?
Where
Easily.
shall I strike? Our time is short.
Standing guard.
Where shall I strike? Our time is short.
I grow
I'm
impatient.
awake. I'm awake.
I'm blind, not deaf.
shall I strike?
In position. Speak your mind. As the goddess wills.
My strength is yours.
Hardly a challenge.
Make it fast. Standing guard. I walk in shadow. I shall not fear.
Who are you?
Let's see how confident you are against one of your own guides, Dreadlord. I'm blind, not deaf. Hardly a challenge.
Our time is short. My strength is yours.
It is mine.
The sleeper has awakened.
Grow impatient. Dare speak to me. Easily. I'm blind, not deaf. You dare speak to me.
I'm awake.
Are there demons nearby?
Foul demon! What have you done with my brother?
It is I, Purian. This is what I've become.
No. Illidan, how could you?
The leader of the undead has been destroyed, and the forests will heal in time.
At the cost of your soul? You are no brother of mine. Be gone from this place, and never set foot in our lands again.
So be it, brother.
We have no time for this, Furion. What are we doing out here?
Last night in a dream, a great raven spoke to me and summoned me to this place.
We were summoned here as well.
Who are you, Outlanders?
I am Thrall, son of Duratan, war chief of the Horde.
And I am Jaina Proudmoore, leader of the human survivors of Lordaeron.
You are not welcome here.
Peace, priestess. They've come to aid you against the Legion.
It was you in my dream. But who are you to make such an offer to us?
I am the reason for the Legion's return. Years ago, I brought the orcs into this world, and by doing so, I opened a path for the demons as well. For my sins, I was murdered by those who I cared for most. Despite my death, war raged across the lands of the East for many long years, leaving entire kingdoms devastated in its wake. Now, at long last, I have returned to set things right. I am Medivh, the last guardian. I tell you now, the only chance for this world is for you to unite in arms against the enemies of all who live.
sorry I'm late. It's just as we feared. Archimonde and his Doomguard are making their way towards the summit. He'll be here any moment.
10,000 years ago, we Night Elves defeated the Burning Legion. Though the rest of the world was shattered, we were left free to live out our immortal lives in peace, bound to the World Tree. We are its protectors, and through it we were granted immortality and power over nature. Now, at last, it is time we gave that power back.
You realize that we will age as these mortals do. Our powers over nature will wane in time.
If pride gives us pause, my love, then perhaps we have lived long enough already. I will proceed to the summit and prepare our defenses there. Whatever comes, my love, remember, our bond is eternal.
Hear me, Night Elves. The time for reckoning has come.
If you can provide our bases with support and keep us from being overwhelmed, Thrall and I will delay Archimonde's ascent.
Your plan is a bold one, girl. Perhaps I have misjudged you, Outlanders. May Elune shine upon you.
To arms, my brethren. To arms, brave orcs and humans. Twilight falls, and the enemy awaits. Has sleep dulled my senses?
Our time is short.
Heed the voice of Elune. Immediately. By Elune.
Priestess Tyrande, the undead have begun to construct a new settlement. It won't be long before they start attacking our allies.
Ashra Thoraman. I heed the voice of Elune.
Something is amiss.
The goddess
Has
calls.
sleep dulled my senses? Something is amiss.
Someone threatens the wilds?
The land and I are one.
I heed the voice of Elune. As the goddess wills.
The undead are attacking. Send help.
These lands. Has sleep dulled my senses? It shall be done.
Someone threatens the wilds?
Something is amiss.
I heed the voice of Elune.
Has sleep
Ashra
dulled my
Thoraman.
senses?
The goddess calls.
What threatens these lands?
Ashra Thoraman.
Something is amiss.
Speak your mind.
I heed the voice of Elune.
The land and I are one.
Ashra Thoraman.
Something is
Our
amiss.
allies' town is in help.
I heed the voice of Elune. Ashra Thoraman. So be it. Immediately. So
The
be
land
it.
and I are one. Hush the
Goddess calls. Ashra Thoraman.
I thank the Lord.
The goddess calls.
As sleep dulled my senses.
Someone threatens the
land and I are one.
Research finished. Are we being invaded?
As the goddess
Something
wills.
is amiss.
I heed the voice
land
of
and
Elune.
I are one. Something is amiss.
The goddess calls. Immediately.
As sleep dulled my senses. For Kalimdor.
Out with it. For my brothers.
The land and I are one.
Enlighten me. By the great winds I come. Thy bidding.
Research finished.
As sleep dulled my senses. It shall be done.
Our allies' town needs help.
For Kalimdor. Anudora. Ashterudalabin.
Someone threatens the wild. So be it.
The land and I are one.
Research finished.
I'm awake. I'm awake.
Something is amiss.
Someone threatens the
Kalimdor.
wilds. Ashrathoraman.
Threatens these lands.
Someone threatens the wilds. As the goddess
Enlighten
wills.
me. It has begun.
The goddess
Is
calls.
there trouble? Research finished. I'm game.
Someone threatens the wilds. Ashrathoraman.
Something
Out with
is
it.
amiss.
Someone threatens the wilds. By Elune.
What threatens these lands? Anudora.
Our allies' town
Ashterudalabin.
needs help.
It shall be done. As sleep dulled my senses.
Let the killing begin. Let the killing begin. Let the killing begin.
Ashrathoraman. As
The land and I.
Our allies' town needs help. Our warriors have engaged the
someone
enemy.
threatens the wilds.
As sleep dulled my senses. The land and I are one.
I heed the voice of the
Threatens these lands.
as the goddess wills.
Something is amiss.
Someone threatens the wilds.
As sleep dulled my senses.
Ashrathoraman. Someone threatens the wilds.
The land
I
and
heed the
I are
voice of
one.
Elune.
Anudora.
The goddess calls.
Something is amiss.
Research finished.
Someone threatens the wilds.
Dulled my senses.
Ashrathoraman. So be it. Immediately. I heed the voice of
Threatens
Elune.
these lands.
Someone threatens the wilds.
Is amiss.
Insufficient
I
gold.
heed the voice of Elune. For Kalimdor. So be it. The goddess
As sleep dulled my senses.
Research
I'd love to.
Ashrathoraman.
Our warriors have
As
engaged
the goddess
our
wills.
allies.
The goddess calls.
Out with it. That's it.
Someone
As
threatens the
sleep
wilds.
dulled my senses.
Ashrathoraman. The goddess calls. Someone threatens the wilds.
Something is amiss.
The goddess calls.
The land and I are one.
Goddess, light my insufficient gold.
Ashrathoraman. Someone threatens the wild.
Something is amiss.
Ashrathoraman. So be it.
The land and I are one. Ashterudalabin.
Where shall I strike? Anudora.
Our allies' town needs help.
I'm awake. I'm awake.
I heed the voice of Elune.
For Kalimdor.
Great outdoors.
Research finished.
What threatens these lands?
Someone threatens the wild.
Has sleep dulled my senses?
Someone threatens the wild.
Is amiss.
Our
time is
The
short.
land and I are one.
The goddess calls.
What threatens these lands?
Ashrathoraman.
Ah, the great outdoors.
I heed the voice of Elune.
Has sleep dulled my senses? It shall be done.
I stand ready.
Anudora.
Our
Ashtarodara.
allies' town needs
The
help.
goddess calls. By Elune.
For Kalimdor.
My strength is yours.
Ah, the great outdoors.
Has sleep dulled my senses?
Research finished.
Anudora.
I heed the voice of Elune.
What threatens these lands?
Ashrathoraman.
Waiting on you.
Hi!
I heed the voice of Elune. Ashrathoraman.
Has sleep
Our
dulled my
allies' town
senses?
needs help.
Someone threatens the wild. Ashrathoraman.
Are we being invaded?
The goddess calls. Someone threatens the wild.
Our allies' town needs help.
The goddess calls.
Something is amiss.
Ashrathoraman.
Has sleep dulled my senses?
The goddess
The
calls.
land and I are one.
Ashrathoraman.
Has
The
sleep
goddess calls.
dulled my senses?
Insufficient gold.
Someone
The
threatens the
land
wild.
and I are one.
Research
Hi.
finished.
Gladly.
What threatens these lands? It shall be done. Anudora.
Research finished. I am sworn to avenge.
The goddess calls.
Has sleep dulled my
Someone threatens
senses?
the wild.
Ah, the great outdoors.
Is amiss.
The goddess calls.
Make it fast.
I heed the voice of Elune. Someone threatens the wild. Ashrathoraman.
Our allies' town needs help.
The goddess calls.
What is nature's
I heed
call?
the voice of Elune.
Has sleep dulled my senses?
By Elune.
Our warriors
As the
have
goddess
engaged the
wills.
enemy.
Immediately. As the
I
goddess
stand ready.
wills. The goddess calls.
Something is amiss.
Someone threatens the wild.
What threatens these
The
lands?
goddess
Ah, the
calls.
great outdoors.
Someone threatens the wild.
The land and I are one. Has sleep
I heed the
dulled
voice.
my
Point the
senses?
way.
Is there trouble?
Insufficient gold.
I stand ready.
Someone threatens the wilds.
Do you want axe?
I heed the
The
voice
land
of
and
Elune.
I are one. It shall be done.
The sleeper has awakened.
For Kalimdor.
Our allies' town
Something
needs
is
help.
amiss.
Someone threatens the wild. So be it.
Anudora. For Kalimdor.
Our allies' town needs help.
heed the voice.
Our time is short.
Threatens.
Our allies' town.
Where shall I find
The goddess
The land and I are one.
I heed the voice of
Has
Elune.
sleep dulled my senses?
Ashrathoraman.
The land and I are one. It shall be done.
I heed the
Has
voice of
sleep
Elune.
dulled my senses?
Someone threatens the wild.
Ah, the great outdoors.
On your mark.
Ashrathoraman.
What is nature's call?
The goddess calls.
Something is amiss.
Ashrathoraman.
Your move.
The land and I are one. Anudora. Something is amiss.
Let the killing begin. I'd love to.
Someone threatens the wild.
Threatens these lands.
The goddess calls. Someone
The
threatens the
land and
wild.
I are one.
The
Our
goddess
allies'
calls.
town needs help.
Ashrathoraman.
The land and
Someone threatens the wild. I heed the voice of Elune.
shall be done.
Ashrathoraman. The goddess calls. Ashrathoraman.
Allies' town needs help.
Someone threatens the wild.
Has sleep dulled my senses?
I heed the voice of Elune.
Something is amiss.
Our allies' town needs help.
Ashrathoraman.
Dulled my senses.
I heed the voice of Elune.
Threatens these lands.
Kaladorini Tala.
It shall be done.
Someone threatens the wild.
Something is amiss.
Ashrathoraman. Someone threatens the wild. I heed the voice of Elune.
Dulled my senses.
Someone threatens the wild.
Threatens these lands.
Ashrathoraman.
Your
goddess
building
calls.
is complete.
Something is
I
amiss.
stand ready.
I heed the voice of
On your
Elune.
mark.
The sleeper has awakened.
The goddess calls.
The land and I are one.
I heed the voice of Elune.
Something is amiss.
Ashrathoraman.
Our
Someone
allies'
threatens
town
the
needs
wild.
help.
Threatens these
I
lands.
heed the voice of Elune.
Anudora.
Someone threatens
Has
the wild.
dulled my
The
senses.
goddess calls.
For Kalamdor.
Ashrathoraman. I heed the voice of Elune.
An allied champion has fallen.
Threatens these lands.
Ashrathoraman. By
The land
Elune.
and I are one.
I heed the voice of Elune.
Your
Our
building
town
is
needs
complete.
help.
I heed the voice of Elune. So be
I
it.
stand ready.
The goddess calls.
Your move.
Our allies' town
All
needs
too
help.
easy.
The sleeper has awakened.
You are very brave to stand against me, little human. If only your countrymen had been as bold, I would have had more fun scouring your wretched nations from the world.
Is talking all you demons do?
Show yourself. Or do you intend to have mortal girls do all your fighting for you?
Our allies' town needs help. Priestess, the undead have constructed a new settlement. They are mustering new forces to send at us.
Our time is short.
Let the killing begin.
The goddess.
Our allies' town needs help.
Someone threatens the wild.
Has sleep dulled my senses?
I'm awake. I'm awake.
I heed the voice of Elune.
Who'd you want to kill?
What threatens these lands? It shall be done. Ashtherodanador. It shall be done.
Insufficient.
The land
gold.
and I are one. Anudora.
The sleeper has awakened.
It shall be done. Ashtherodanador.
Ashrathoraman.
Something
My
is
strength
amiss.
is yours. My path is clear.
Mark.
What you want?
Has sleep dulled my senses? For Kalimdor.
The goddess.
The land and
Do you want
I are
axe?
one.
I'd love to.
The sleeper has awakened. Our time is short.
Someone
Has
threatens the
sleep
wild.
dulled my senses? What threatens these lands?
Ashrathoraman.
The land and I are one.
We're under attack! Send reinforcements quickly!
I heed the voice of Elune.
Threatens these lands. It shall be done. Anudora. It shall be done.
Someone threatens the
Anudora.
wild. Ashrathoraman.
The land and I are one.
I heed the voice of Elune.
Something is amiss.
Who'd you want to kill?
I stand ready.
Someone
Has
threatens the
sleep
wild.
dulled
The
my
sleeper
senses?
has awakened.
What threatens these
Where
lands?
shall I strike?
Research finished. Our
Ashrathoraman.
allies' town needs help.
The goddess.
Has sleep
I heed the
dulled my
voice of
senses?
Elune. The goddess. Ashrathoraman.
Ashtherodanador.
Someone threatens the wild. The goddess calls.
Has sleep dulled my senses?
Someone threatens the wild.
The
Something
sleeper
is
has
amiss.
awakened. My strength is yours.
The goddess calls.
Our time is short.
The land and I are one.
Ashrathoraman. Someone
Research
threatens the
finished.
wilds.
Are we being invaded?
What threatens these lands? For Kalimdor.
Research finished.
It shall be done. Something is amiss.
goddess calls.
Has sleep
Someone
dulled
threatens
my
the wild.
senses?
I heed the voice of Elune. The goddess
The
calls.
land and I are one.
I heed the voice of Elune.
What threatens these lands? Anudora.
Someone threatens the wilds. Ashrathoraman.
The sleeper
Has sleep
Research
dulled
finished.
my senses? It shall be done.
Our allies' town.
Someone
The land and I are one.
the goddess calls. Ashrathoraman.
Dulled my senses. The land and I
Someone
are
threatens
one.
the wild. Ashrathoraman.
Where shall I strike?
Allies' town.
The land and I are
Someone threatens the wild.
one. Is amiss.
The goddess calls.
Threatens these lands.
As
Our
the goddess
time is
wills.
now. Your move.
Something
I
is
heed
amiss.
the voice of Elune.
The land and I are one.
Create more moonlands.
Someone threatens the wilds.
Has sleep dulled my senses? Anudora. The land and I are one.
Look around.
It shall be done. For Kalimdor. Anudora. Ashtherodanador. It shall be done. Ashtherodanador. Has sleep dulled my senses?
Your building is complete.
Our
Ashrathoraman.
allies'
The
town
land
needs
and
help.
I are one.
I heed the voice of Elune. Someone threatens the wilds.
The land and I
The goddess
for Kalimdor.
calls. Someone threatens the wild.
Threatens
The goddess calls.
something is amiss.
Someone threatens the wild.
It shall be done.
Ashrathoraman. Immediately.
Research finished.
The goddess calls. Someone threatens the wilds.
Let the killing begin. Let the killing begin.
Has
Ashrathoraman.
sleep dulled my senses?
Someone threatens the wilds. By Elune.
You want axe?
Of course.
Who'd you want to kill?
Our allies' town needs help.
I heed the voice of Elune. Someone threatens the wilds. I heed the voice of Elune.
Dulled my senses.
Someone threatens the wilds. As the goddess
Something is
wills.
amiss.
The goddess calls.
Has sleep
I
dulled
heed
my
the voice of
senses?
Elune.
What is nature's call?
The goddess calls.
The land and I are one.
Ashrathoraman. Someone threatens the wilds.
Something is
The
amiss.
goddess calls.
Ah, the great outdoors.
Immediately. Someone
Has
threatens the
sleep
wild.
dulled
Is there
my
trouble?
senses?
Research finished. Inventory is
Ashrathoraman.
full.
By Elune. As the goddess wills. Immediately. As the goddess wills. By Elune. Someone threatens the wilds. As the goddess
the great
wills.
outdoors.
By Elune. As the goddess wills. Ashrathoraman.
Hi!
Is amiss.
Is there trouble? For the trees.
The land and I are
Someone
one.
threatens the wild.
What is nature's call?
Ashrathoraman.
Is there trouble?
For Kalamar.
I hear the voice.
What is nature's call?
The land and I are one.
I'm getting
My senses.
Ashrathoraman.
Is there trouble?
These lands.
Someone threatens the wilds. By Elune. Immediately. Ashrathoraman. So be it. By Elune. Immediately.
Our warriors have
By
engaged
Elune.
the enemy.
Immediately.
The great outdoors.
By Elune.
The land and I are one.
Our allies' town needs help.
I hear the voice of Elune.
For the what is nature's call? Gladly.
The goddess calls. I hear the voice of Elune.
Is there trouble?
Ashrathoraman.
The land and I are one.
I heed the voice
What
of
is
Elune.
nature's call?
Threatens these
Are we being
lands.
invaded?
Someone threatens the wilds.
Hi!
The
Immediately.
land
Is there
and I
trouble?
are one.
The goddess
Are we
calls.
being invaded?
By Elune.
Has
Hi!
dulled my senses.
The sleeper has
Ashrathoraman.
awakened.
Research finished.
Our time is short.
The goddess calls. So be it.
Ichuta.
The land and I are one. Anudora.
I heed the voice of Elune.
Is there trouble?
Something is amiss.
Ashrathoraman.
What is nature's call?
Threatens these lands.
Has awakened.
Someone
The
threatens
land
the
and I
wilds.
are one.
I'm awake. I'm awake.
Something is amiss.
Insufficient gold. Insufficient gold. Insufficient gold.
Who'd you want to kill? My strength is yours.
Has sleep dulled my senses?
The great outdoors.
I heed the voice of Elune.
Our allies'
Ashrathoraman.
town needs help.
I heed the voice of Elune. As the goddess wills.
Is amiss.
Someone threatens the wild.
The land and I are one.
The goddess calls.
Has sleep
Someone
dulled
threatens
my
the wild.
senses?
Are we being invaded?
I heed the voice of Elune.
What is nature's call?
Someone threatens the
The
wild.
land
Is
and
there
I
trouble?
are one.
The goddess
Has
calls.
What is
sleep
nature's
dulled
call?
my senses?
For the trees.
I heed the voice of Elune.
Point the
Are
way.
we being invaded?
Waiting on you. To the skies.
The
Something
goddess
is
calls.
amiss.
Hi!
Has sleep dulled my
Waiting
senses?
on you.
Is there trouble?
I heed the voice of Elune. So be it. Someone threatens the wilds? Immediately. So be it, as the goddess wills. Ashrathoraman. So be it, as the goddess wills. By Elun.
The land and I are one. It shall be done.
The goddess calls. Ashrathoraman.
What is nature's call?
The goddess calls, as the goddess wills.
Threatens these lands. Ashtarodana.
Are we being invaded?
Someone threatens the land.
Is there trouble?
Ashrathoraman.
What is nature's call?
What threatens these lands? The land and I are one. For Kalimdor. Anudora. Ashtherodanador.
I stand ready.
It shall be done. For Kalimdor.
The sleeper has
It shall
awakened.
be done.
Someone threatens the
Are we
wild?
being invaded?
Dulled my senses.
I heed the voice
Is there
of Elun.
trouble?
Your move.
By Elun.
Where shall I strike? Anudora. My path is clear. At once. Of course. I'm awake. I'm awake.
Our warriors have engaged the enemy.
Ashrathoraman.
What is nature's call?
For Kalimdor.
Our warriors have engaged.
Hi!
Dulled my senses.
Someone threatens the wild.
The land and I
The goddess calls.
Our warriors have engaged the enemy.
dulled my senses.
Pathetic wretches.
Someone threatens the
Are we
wild.
being invaded?
The goddess calls.
Hi!
Dulled my senses.
Ashrathoraman.
What is
Anudora.
nature's call?
Someone threatens the wilds.
Something
Is there trouble?
is
Ah,
amiss.
the great
I heed the voice
outdoors.
of Elun. Someone threatens the wilds. The goddess calls. Someone threatens
Has
the
Are we
wilds.
being
dulled
invaded?
my senses. What threatens these lands? Has sleep dulled my senses?
The goddess calls.
Our allies
Someone threatens the wilds.
Threatens these lands. It shall be done.
The goddess calls.
What is nature's call?
Someone threatens the wild. By Elun.
An allied champion is fallen.
Ashrathoraman.
Dulled my senses.
The goddess calls. Someone threatens the
Are we
wilds.
being invaded?
Ashrathoraman.
What is nature's call?
I heed the voice of Elun.
Hi!
The goddess
Has
calls.
sleep dulled my senses?
What is nature's call? Are we
Ashrathoraman.
being invaded?
I heed the voice.
Dulled my senses.
Someone
is amiss.
What you want, I do it.
I heed the voice of Elune.
The land
What is
and I
nature's
are
call?
one. Has sleep dulled my senses? Something is amiss. Ashtherodanador. Anudora. It shall be done. For Kalimdor. It shall be done. For Kalimdor.
The goddess calls.
Is there trouble?
Our warriors have engaged.
What is nature's call?
Someone
Our
threatens the
allies'
wild.
town needs help.
Are we being invaded?
Ashrathoraman. As the goddess.
It shall be done. Ashtherodan. For Kalimdor. It shall be done. For Kalimdor.
I heed the voice of
land and
I'm game. For the truth.
I heed the voice.
What is nature's call?
By
it
Elune.
shall be done.
Our warriors have engaged the enemy.
Someone threatens the wild.
The land.
Are we being invaded?
I heed the voice of Elune.
Is amiss.
The goddess.
Hi!
I heed the voice of Elune.
What is nature's call?
The goddess calls.
Our gold mine
The
has
sleeper
collapsed.
has awakened.
Something is
My
amiss.
strength is yours. At once.
I heed the voice
Waiting
of
on
Elune.
you.
Lands.
The goddess calls.
Let the killing begin.
The land and I are
Ashrathoraman. So be it.
Are we being invaded?
Someone threatens
What
the
is
wild.
nature's call? Hi! Gladly.
What threatens these lands? For Kalimdor.
I heed the
Is
voice
there
of
trouble?
Elune.
The land and I are one.
The goddess calls.
Our allies' town needs help.
I heed the voice of
Anudora.
someone threatens the wild. By Elune.
Threatens these lands.
I heed the voice of Elune. As the goddess
I'm game. Are we being invaded?
Our warriors have engaged the enemy.
Ashrathoraman. By Elune.
What is nature's call?
Something is amiss. It shall be done.
I stand
For
ready.
Kalimdor. Anudora. Sleep dulled my senses.
The goddess.
Our warriors have engaged the enemy.
The land and I are one. Ashtherodanador. Anudora.
Ashrathoraman.
Allies' town needs help.
The goddess calls.
Is there trouble?
I heed the voice of Elune. Someone threatens the wild.
What is nature's call?
Our warriors have engaged the enemy.
The goddess calls.
Is there trouble?
Anudora.
Ashrathoraman. Immediately.
Hi!
Someone
Are we being
threatens the wild.
invaded?
Point the way. Fair enough. I stand ready.
Ashrathoraman.
In
In the name of
Is there
Cenarius!
Are we being
I heed
invaded?
the voice of Elune.
Is there trouble?
The great outdoors.
Someone threatens the wilds. I heed the voice
Hi.
of Elune.
What is nature's call?
Ashrathoraman. So be it.
Is there
I
trouble?
heed the voice of Elune.
Are we being invaded?
Making trails.
What threatens these lands? Ashtherodanador. Has sleep dulled my senses? It shall be done. The land and I are one. For Kalimdor, Ashtherodanador, Anudora. What threatens these lands? For Kalimdor, Anudora,
Our warriors have engaged
Ashtherodanador.
Ashrathoraman.
for the
The
tree.
land and I.
Your building is complete.
For Kalimdor, Ashtherodanador, Anudora.
Someone threatens the wilds.
Ashtherodanador, Anudora. For Kalimdor.
Come, you night elves! Where is the fire and the passion with which you fought so long ago?
Someone threatens the
Hi.
wilds. Ashrathoraman. By Elune. I heed
Are
the
we
voice
being
of
invaded?
Elune.
The land and I are one.
Your
The
building
goddess
is
calls.
What is nature's call?
Ashrathoraman.
I stand ready.
Someone threatens the
Are we
wilds.
being invaded?
The goddess
By the
calls.
great winds I come.
Someone threatens the
What
wilds.
is nature's call?
The goddess calls.
Archimonde's victory here has made him overconfident. He will not see the trap that I laid for him until it is too late.
At last, the way to the World Tree is clear. Witness the end, you mortals. The final hour has come.
The Outlanders held him back as long as they could. Were you successful in planning the summit's defense?
Yes. Now our victory is assured.
The roots will heal in time, as will the entire world. The sacrifices have been made. Just as the orcs, humans, and night elves discarded their old hatreds and stood united against a common foe, so did nature herself rise up to banish the shadow forever. As for me, I came back to ensure that there would be a future, to teach the world that it no longer needed guardians. The hope for future generations has always resided in mortal hands. And now that my task is done, I will take my place amongst the legends of the past.
Uncle Lothar wants you. Let me at him! Let me at him! Let me at him!
That's it. I'm dead.
Ambush! Run for your lives! Regroup in the clearing ahead! Let me at him!
That way!
No, that way!
Despair. Doom has come to this world.
And this one time at Bandit Camp?
No! I can see clearly now. The rain has gone.